for the Toradors, swings it over to Bain. Oh, three-pointer off the side of the backboard there. Rebound by Jones. Perrin pushing it up to Houston. Cross court to Jones for three. Oh, just short. Rebound. Judge pushed the ball up to Bain, and Bain's going to bring the ball up for the Toradors.
He says, hey, we got a 3-2 lead here. Let's get a bucket right now. We got to stay in it early and often.
Majak with the ball over after the pass from Winters. Kicks it out to Judge. Judge back to Winters. Out to Judge at the top, guarded by Jones. Gets it over to Bain. No, doesn't be knocked away. Turnover. Houston gets it up to Perrin. Up to Glasgow. Boom! Shakalaka! Big dunk by Cole Glasgow. Puts the Mustangs up 4-3.
He jumped from the outside of the lane. That's a big-time jam right there.
Gotta love that. Get some excitement going for the Mustangs. Winters over to Majak. Majak crossover. Gets it up to Judge at the top. Swings it over to Winters. Winters tries to get it down. Knocked away. Great defense right there by the sophomore.
Nice
oh, man. Glasgow tried to get it through and just got knocked away. Hit a player's leg. Oh, Winters going to go baseline. Nice job by Jones right there. Man, Cahill still with a great job on that last possession. Bain gets it up to Majak. Gets it over to Judge. Over to Bain again. He's going to come in. Swings it out. Dotzler thought about three. No, Winters will take the three, and he buries the three for his second. On fire right there. Boone up 6-4. Bo Houston going to draw the foul right there. I think that's going to be on Majak, but that'll put Houston at the line to shoot two.
And Winters is the guy that you really have to guard. You can't lose him. He's a 36% three-point shooter overall, which is very effective in the boys' game.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, he's looked good tonight. Both those threes he's had have been bottom of the net. Houston shooting his first, buries the first, 6-5. Torador lead with 4:41 left in the first period. Houston to shoot a second. Oh, in and out. That was the story of the girls' game.
Yeah.
50% from the line was the girls' game.
Yeah, we've seen that setup before.
Majak at the top, going to get it over to Winters. Winters going to get to Majak. He stops, and he's going to have the floater. It's going to be a little short. Off Bo Houston. Boone to retain possession. And that last foul was on number 0, Majak. So that'll be the first team foul for the Toradors. All right, Winters to inbound. Looking, gets it into Dotzler, who comes around. Ooh, man, knocked by Houston, but was able to have enough juice to get the Judge. Majak over to Bain. Knocked away. Really nice job by Blake Perrin.
Whoa.
And unfortunately, Jones with an errant pass will be another turnover for the Mustangs.
Yeah, kind of a tough pass. I mean, you got all that action going over there, but again, the objective, get the ball down court as fast as you can.
Yeah, and this is something I'm sure Coach Rankin's going to be telling them. We cannot have the amount of turnovers that we have right now. Judge for three, off, rebound Jones. We got to protect the ball. And I know that's something that they've been talking about because it hurt us last night. Cole for three, just off, rebound Jones. Gets it out to Bo Houston. Perrin for three, same spot. He hits it. Boom! Shakalaka, big three for Blake Perrin.
I thought that was going to Cole Glasgow at the beginning, and then it went right on straight through, got to the general.
All right, 8-6 Mustang lead. Torador's coming in. Dotzler gets it over to Winters. Back to Dotzler. Out to Bain for deep three. He buries the three. Holy cow, Boone is shooting unbelievable for three.
Footers.
Jones gets in right there to Calix Cahill. That's an easy bucket. Puts the Mustangs up 10-9. Really nice offensive possession there, but the Mustangs have got to do a better job. They got beat against Indianola. They shot a lot and hit a lot of threes. We got to do a better job of closing out and eliminating the amount of three-pointers being shot by Boone right now. All right, Bain gets himself in. Oh, really nice pass to Dotzler, and he's got the finish. Really nice job right there by Boone. They're executing their offense really well right now, Pat.
So that was a great offensive set right there.
All right, Cole misses. Cross-court pass to Houston for three in the corner. Bo misses. Rebound Cole. Down to Cahill. Easy 3 and 1. What a great pass by Cole. He could have taken that up for a floater. The extra pass gives him the definite 2 and the and 1 basket for Cahill.
Yeah, it looks right now, at least early on, that we have a significant advantage in the paint right there. Cahill bigger and stronger than the Toreadors.
Looks like we're going to have some substitutions. Tyler Bailiff checking in for Bo Houston. And then looks like Trevor Ham will be checking in here for the shooter, Cahill. Cahill misses. Rebound by Winters. Guarded by Glasgow. Gets it to Majak. Back to Winters. Gets it to Dotzler. Ooh, that looked like a walk, but not called. Bain gets it into Dotzler. Back out to Majak, who's going to go. Turns himself around, back out. Guarded by Perrin. He's going to cross over. Nice job by Majak. He's going to draw the foul on Perrin. Wow.
Majak has got serious quicks.
Yeah, his crossover and just his quickness was the difference maker on that one. Perrin will be charged with his first foul, and that'll be the first team foul for the Mustangs. Majak misses the first. He'll have one more. Now Hamill has checked in officially for Cahill.
Now that Hamill comes in, we'll see the energy pick up dramatically with him defensively and offensively.
All right, Majak for second. He buries the second one, ties the game at 12. Cole's got the ball coming up court, going to get it up to the general. And again, back in that 2-3 zone is the Toreadors. Gets it back out. Nice pass. Oh, what a great pass by Tyler Bailiff into Hamill. Oh, couldn't finish. Look at Tyler Bailiff coming in, though. And he gets another one. Boom! Shakalaka! What a play and what hustle by Tyler Bailiff right there.
That was
knocking it away.
Play.
And the pass for the dunk. Unbelievable. Majak gets it up to Winters. Up to number 34, Jaden Poole is checked in. Majak again. Nice job. Oh, man, Hamill hurt. He's down on the court. Bailiff up to Cole again. Cole able to finish. Another 2 points. And I think we're going to have a timeout called by the Toreadors. Hope Hamill's okay. He took a shot there under the basket, and it took him a second to get back up.
Yeah,
with
the physicality of the
wow.
game right now. Everything going to the hoop, take the charge, everything like that. Lots of contact.
So the Mustangs, with a minute 31 left in the first period, have a 16-12 lead over Boone. Boone has come to play. They know that this is a big game for them. I mean, the wins don't show it for them, but you could definitely tell this is a talented team who's got the capability to put points on the board. They've come to play here against the Mustangs this first period.
You can tell they're a very athletic team, and when you have athletic teams, you never know what you're going to get. They can be hot from the outside, and they can shoot. They got the first 9 points of the game right here on the threes. An unbelievable setup that they got going right now.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, the one thing I'm going to challenge the Mustangs on is just the defensive intensity. I mean, a much better job. You know, we saw Tyler get down after one out there, but defensively overall, these last few games for the Mustangs, we haven't played our best defensive ball. If we are playing better defensively, it is going to help generate our offense, and we have got to bear down and focus. So I really want to see if these Mustangs can start to bear down defensively and really put some pressure on the Toreadors. And it looks like Troy Peitzman's checked in for the Mustangs.
So this lineup that we got out there right now, where's the offense going to come from? It can come from all 5 of them.
Yes,
Let's
it can.
see where we can get.
Oh, Tyler
There's where
Bailiff.
you get it.
Gets it up to Cole, and that'll be, he's not able to finish, but he is going to draw the foul, and that'll be Majak's second. And put Cole at the line to shoot 2, and he's been struggling at the free throw line. So let's see if he can come up here, not think about it, and just bury these free throws.
We've said this in the last few games, all year actually. The defense is going to lead to the offense, and that's exactly what Bailiff is providing right now.
Yes, no doubt. Cole misses his first. I just want to go down and give Cole a fat noogie and be like, just relax, man. It's all good. Buries the second. Nice job for Cole. Again, we're at that 50% free throw action. We saw that all the game for the girls. It's kind of where we're at with the boys right now. All right, looks like we got Silbaugh checking in for the Toreadors. Majak still in, gets it over to Winters. Over to Majak. Back to Winters. Over to Majak. Little bang passing. Winters going to cross court to Bain here. Bain's going to try to dribble down. Out to Winters. Nice close out there. Bain's going to shoot the three. He hits another three-pointer. Boone is on fire right now.
And really, against a 2-3 zone, we should have those shots covered up.
Jones going to go baseline. Kicks back out to Bailiff. Bailiff out to Peitzman. Peitzman looking to get in. Out to Bailiff. Out to Glasgow for three at the top. Off the back of the rim, little tough. Rebound Winters. 17-15 Mustang lead. 33 seconds left at the end of in the first period. Bain for three again. He's deep. Rebound Peitzman.
Be one shot right here. It's 2-point lead. Go into the quarter with the lead.
All right, Perrin's going to bring it back out to Jones at the top. Back to Perrin. Gets it out to Jones. Jones going to dribble back out to Glasgow. 2 seconds. One. Did he get it off? Didn't matter. He missed.
Yep. That was actually what they wanted right there. They got the shot, got the wide open shot. Could have forced that one, Cole could have, but no, he gets it out to the teammate for that open three.
All right, end of the first period, the Mustangs up 17-15. As we go into the second period here, again, challenge these Mustangs on the defensive side of the ball. I want to see them just really bear down, play a little bit better on the defensive side. I think that's really going to help us transition like we like to do, Pat, and we haven't quite seen that. Boone's been able to get some threes up. Now they're making their shots, but they're getting some good looks, and we've just got to be able to close out and see if we can prevent some of that.
Well, the defensive side, when you go to that 2-3, you want to take away those baseline shots. You got three guys down there, plus you should have somebody coming down even off of that top to try and potentially even trap that over there if you can.
Yep.
We're not getting that. And again, several games, a lot of energy expended last night. No excuses. I know they're not having any excuses in the huddle right now. It is what it is. Boone's here to play, and you got yourself a 2-point game.
Yes, you do. And Boone, I want to talk about them for a second. Really nice job, good energy. They're taking advantage of open shots, and they're hitting buckets right now. Between Winters and Bain, I think both of them each have 2 threes right there. That's 12 points for the Boone. I mean, they're doing what they need to do, and they're taking advantage of shots. They need to continue to do that. Whereas the Mustangs need to start working on taking it away. All right,
well, now you know who you need to cover up. Right now, if they're your hot 30 and 32, make sure that they are having a hard time scoring.
All right, it looks like Trevor Hamill back in the game. That's good news for the Mustangs. Bo Houston checking back in as well. Winters hands off to Majak at the top. Swings the ball all the way over to 42. That's still ball. Gets it to Bain. Bain in, back out to Winters. He thought about it, but nice job by Bo Houston closing. Bain's going to go three again, misses. Rebound Bailiff. Hamill, a nice job getting a hand in the face on that three, though. That's what you want to see. Bo Houston, oh, man. Tyler wasn't looking, and that's a turnover right there. Still ball back out. Tyler says nope. Whoa! He must have got some hand. That looked clean to me, but he must have got something there. Bailiff was like, I'm going to take that back. He's called for his first foul. That'll be the second team foul for the Mustangs. Really nice job just coming down the court there by Tyler Bailiff, though, trying to take that back.
And the energy and everything else. Go after the ball, attack the ball. Everything else will take care of itself.
All right, Winters over to Majak. A little defensive confusion. Got that straightened back out. Winters down. Tyler's going to be called for a quick second foul, and that'll be an and one. Bucket will count. That'll tie the game at 17. And Tyler will check out with 2 quick fouls. That's not what you want to see.
He's a smart player. He will have plenty of minutes in this game right here.
And the bucket is made. So really nice job by Dotzler finishing the and one. Puts Boone up 18-17. Mustangs, Cole bringing the ball up the court. Hands off to Peitzman. Peitzman's going to go around, swings it to Houston. Over to Cole. Over to Bo. Gets it to Cole coming down the lane. Nice pass right there to Hamill. Not able to finish, though. But really nice execution, just not the finish in the basket for the Mustangs. Winters.
You like what you're seeing offensively, they'll fall.
Oh, man, Winters wide open. Decides not to shoot the three. Bain going to shoot another one because why not? He buries another three-pointer. That puts Boone up 21-17 on the Mustangs. And Coach Rankin calls a timeout.
And now is the time to settle down. You figure out what's going on. We have to identify where our shooters are, because right now it looks like we are over-helping, over-committing to other resources that just, at this point, haven't hurt you. So you know 30's going to shoot it. He's going to shoot it every single time, and if he's hitting, they're going to end up winning the game.
I agree 100%. You know, they really need to make some adjustments. And again, it's the defensive side of the ball right now that's hurting the Mustangs. Offensively, they're doing a very good job. They're running their offense. They're getting points they need to. But defensively right now, they're letting Boone do anything that they want to do right now, and they're hitting shots. So it's going to be interesting to see what kind of adjustments the Mustangs are going to make, because right now they're down 4 points to Boone with 6:34 left here in the second period. If you're a Torador fan right now, you got to be loving what you're seeing from your team out there on the court.
Well, that's exactly what you want to see. You know you've got the athletes to play. It's just a matter with the depth. If you know there's not a lot of fouls called in this game, from a depth, can they last the entire game with a 10 deep?
Well, the sub-state groupings have come out. Boone is in our sub-state grouping, along with ADM, Ballard, Gilbert, Nevada, Newton, and Sadell. So this is a team that we very well could see sub-state coming up, and right now they're playing us very, very tough. All right, Glasgow bringing the ball up, gets it out to Houston. Houston's going to roll out over to Glasgow. Gets it over to Jones. Back out to Cole. Over to Houston.
This is that 1-3-1 zone right here, so that gives them a lot of protection on the perimeter.
Oh, man, that was almost a turnover. Majak able to get his hand out in front. Cole with a nice jump shot at the top. Puts it to 21-19 Boone lead. That was a nice shot, but almost a turnover. Majak just getting his hands in, almost created one for the Toradors.
And that's the strength of Cole Glasgow right there, not giving that ball up.
And here we go. Mustangs creating a lot of pressure. Bain passes one up there. Gets the ball out. Three-pointer right there by Syllabah. Misses. Rebound by the Mustangs. Up to Jones. And again, turnover. Winters bringing the ball up as he is at the top of the key, guarded by Glasgow. He's going to go left. Gets it off. Misses. Rebound Jones. Jones pushing the ball for the Mustangs. Gets the ball out to Glasgow, out to Jones, over to Houston for three in the corner. Oh, man, I thought he should have took that shot. He passes it up. Oh, but a nice pass and a finish by Cahill. Ties the game at 21. Mustangs on their own little 4-0 run right here.
So there's nothing's changed other than the fact that the baskets have actually dropped for the Mustangs.
Syllabah, he passes it up, gives it up to Dotzler, who misses. Rebound Hamill. Pushes the ball. Winters gets in the passing lane, knocks it out. Mustangs retain possession.
I wonder if that official was standing out of bounds, because if it just because it hits him, that is not an out of bounds play.
Yeah.
Surprised that they called that dead, because the ball landed in bounds.
Glasgow getting a break. Perrin checking back in for Cole. 4:51 left in the second. The General feeds it over to Hamill. Hamill comes across back to the General. Gets it into Jones, which is what you want to do there. Nice give and go right there. That was beautifully executed by the Mustangs. Great job. That's how you break that zone right there.
Yep, and that's exactly right. Whoever receives that pass, you're diving right to the basket. That's what Jones did.
Bain in trouble. Gets it out to Winters. Winters maneuvering back to Bain. Mustangs creating more pressure.
That's at some point. You can't. Already stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, Bain's a little upset. He's like, hey, that should have been a foul. He's the one pushing off. They're going to have to watch that a little bit. All right, Mustangs with possession up 2 on a 6-0 run to get the lead back. The General bringing the ball up. Cross court to Kalix, tipped. Majak is coming down quick, and he's got, nice job by Trevor Hamill coming down. That hustle right there. You're seeing it from him. You're seeing it from Bailiff. And that's exactly what you want on the defensive side, getting down and helping create that. Gets that turnover, boom, right back on the offensive side right there.
Yeah, you look at the energy. This is a totally different team right now that took the floor 12 minutes ago.
No doubt. All right, Cole checks in, gives Hamill a break. The General gets it out to Glasgow at the top of the key. Gets it over to Houston. Swings it over to the General. Blake Perrin coming over to the right side, gets over to Houston, back to Parent, swings it over. Jones over to Glasgow, over to Jones. Into Perrin. Perrin with a little floater, in and out. Oh, man, Cahill on the ball. Nice save right there. What a great effort right there by Cahill.
Now finish.
Swings it over to Perrin for three in the corner. He's going to be short. Rebound right there by Winter. Good possession, though. I love the effort by Calix Cahill right there.
He's going to be a difference maker as this season goes
Bain
on.
for three. Oh, man, in and out, but you cannot leave him open to shoot like that. He's going to take it every time, like you said, Pat.
Well, he's making. There's shooters, and then there's makers. He's a maker.
Jones for three. He's deep. Rebound right there by Silball. Winter bringing it up. He's going to get it to Bain. And there's going to be a travel call on the Toradors. Turnover. Man, that was a good break, fast break by the Toradors. They're going to have some substitutions. Jake Judge checking back in.
Man, I like how this is going. God, the energy in here is unbelievable. The kids up and down, up and down.
And it looks like timeout's going to be called by the Mustangs. So Rankin's going to want to take some time to see what he wants to do as we are just under the 3-minute mark here in the second. Mustangs 23, Toradors 21.
Yeah, you look at, for Boone, the top scorers, leading scorers right now, Nathaniel or Nate Winter, he's the junior, 13, 14 points a game. But right there behind him, Majak at 13 and a half points a game. So right there in Majak right now, where's he at?
He's number zero. Yeah. He's not on the court, but I don't think he's got a point yet. Yeah. It's really right now the other scoring's coming from the senior Evan Bain.
Line.
So, yeah, that's possible. Evan Bain, though, he's been the other one. I mean, he's got I think 3 threes tonight. So, I mean, right there, that's kind of what you're looking at. So it's going to be really interesting to see, again, the adjustments that the Mustangs are making, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Looks like Tyler Bailiff's checking back in, even with 2 fouls for the Mustangs. So he's really going to have to pay attention because his energy is going to be needed, and him in foul trouble right now is not what the Mustangs need.
Well, when we were in that lag, Tyler comes in, and that's when things started to pick up. That's when the energy started to come in, and we started to get points off of our defense.
All right, Bailiff pass the ball into Perrin, and the General's going to bring it up. 2:50 left here in the second period. Mustangs up 2. Houston with the ball. Gets it to Perrin. Perrin over to Glasgow, loses the possession. Again, another turnover for the Mustangs. Again, too many turnovers we're seeing right here from the Mustangs tonight. We just got to do a better job of protecting the ball. That ball has got to be everything, and we are not treating it that way tonight.
Well, continue to defend. Get that ball back. There's
Bailiff right there, another turnover. Perrin pushing the ball up, cross-course pass to Cole, and he's going to Euro step with the easy 2-point bucket right there. I don't want to say easy. He made that look easy, though, didn't he?
Easy for him, not easy for anybody else.
Yeah, no joke. That is absolutely right. 2-minute mark coming up here in the second period. Winter crossover on Glasgow. Going to get over to Judge. Bain at the top, guarded by the General. He's going to go hard left side. Dishes back out. 3-point shot made right there by Silbaugh. What a big shot. It's 1-point game right now for the Mustangs. Man, Boone just doing a great job at the 3-point line. That's exactly what we saw from Indianola last night. Bo Houston for 3. In and out. Rebound Jones. Gets it out to Bailiff.
That's a big rebound.
Over to
right
Cole.
There.
Blake Perrin for 3 at the top. And he buries. Boom! Shakalaka. That was a big answer right there by the General for the Mustangs.
And Jones with the rebound to get the extra possession.
All right, Winter bringing it up. Going to hand off to Judge. Switch on the defensive side for the Mustang. Bain guarded by the General. He's going to try to come around the left side. Oh, how is that not? It is offensive foul. I was going to say, if they didn't call that, holy cow.
Well, that was set up down here when you have that arm that's going out, because he did the same thing down here, but this one was up high.
Up high this time, yep.
4-point lead, DCG. Finish this 1 minute, see if you can't get this to double digits.
I'll tell you, that was just a great job by Bo Houston. That was good help D coming over, created that foul right there.
Put himself in the right position for sure.
The General coming up left side, gets it back out to Bailiff. Bailiff back to Perrin. Going to get it back to Bo. Over to Bailiff. Bailiff looking here. Oh, man. Winter gets his arms up, and he gets another turnover. Again, turnovers for the Mustangs have just not been good this first half. 28-24. Timeout call, Boone. That's a good timeout. 35.8 seconds left in the second period.
Yeah, Boone's saying, look, this is a critical time of the game right here because we have an opportunity to make this a 2-point game. You almost expect them to say, look, we're going to take this, we're going to take this clock all the way down, and it's either going to be a 2-point game or a 4-point game at the end of the clock. But
yeah,
we do not want it to be 6.
No, we don't. We have to finish this half strong. So the Mustangs defensively have to do everything right, see if they can generate a turnover and get a bucket to finish. I'd rather be them up 6 than only up 2. So it's definitely going to be just a big possession, even for Boone, because if they can go into halftime only down 2 against the Mustangs at home at the Stable, they got to be feeling really darn
absolutely.
good.
You're right where you want to be, right there. It's anybody's game. Whoever wins the second half is going to end up winning the game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, I could see Coach Rankin in that huddle, and I guarantee he's talking about, boys, we've got to protect the ball. We are turning the ball over way too much. It happened last night. We're seeing it again today. It has transitioned over. We have got to do a better job of that because I'll tell you what, really good teams take advantage of it. We're one of those. We love the turnover. Yeah. And Boone's got shooters. They've got guys that can capitalize on that, and they've done that tonight so far. So the Mustangs, we've got to protect the ball. We need to get ourselves here and generate a turnover here with 35.8 seconds left. Majak to inbound.
Boone turns it over 171 times this year, us 179. So we're mirrors from that standpoint.
Really good job. Majak at the top. Going to get it back up to Winter. Over to Majak at the top.
Plenty of fouls
up to
give.
Winter. Oh, really nice job. Well, Winter was able to hang on to that. I'm not sure how, but a really good job. Still ball for 3, and he buries another three-pointer. Are you kidding me right now?
Plenty of time right here. Get your last shot.
There's going to be a whistle call. 3.8 seconds left. Now, with that 3, Boone's only down 1 point with 3.8 seconds.
That little that foul right there was big because we had no chance to be able to score right there. So now we got 4 seconds basically, 3.8, plenty of time to get a good shot.
Oh, man, what a great – I couldn't have drawn that up any better. Great ball man. Cahill with the assist, Cole to finish. Mustangs up 3 at halftime, 30-27. Wow, Pat, I'll tell you what a first half of basketball.
See how easy this game is? It's just unbelievable. Pass it here, pass it there, layup.
No doubt about it. Well, hey, you know, this game's closer than I thought it was going to be. I want to give kudos to Boone. They have come to play today. They're hitting shots. The Mustangs aren't playing their best ball, and Boone's taking advantage of that. And I'll tell you what, good teams are going to do that, and Boone has just done a really good job. The Mustangs are going to have to come out with a different level of intensity the second half because Boone is not going to make it easy for them.
Well, Boone 3-9 on the season, but right now they look like a 9-3 team against the Mustangs on this court here today. And that's the thing with boys basketball and all of the boys sports. These are highly energetic, athletic individuals, and you never know what's going to happen game to game. Survive and advance. That's what today's motto is for both teams. Can we survive? Can we advance?
Yep. And hey, just to let all the fans know out there, you know, the sub-state groupings for the boys have already come out. In that grouping is ADM, Ballard, Boone, DCG, Gilbert, Nevada, Newton, and Sadell. So we already know what the sub-state grouping is going to be. Obviously, we don't know who's going to play who yet. There's still some basketball to be played to figure that out. But this Boone team is in the same grouping. We play Ballard our last game of the season at Ballard. They're a very good team. They're going to be in that grouping. It's not going to be an easy run to state for these Mustangs, and they're going to have to figure some things out. Because I'll tell you what, these last few games, we've struggled a little bit on the defensive side, turning the ball over and some of those things. And we're going to have to clean some stuff up because, A, we got to finish this game. But we got Pella Christian at home on Tuesday, and we're at Pella Friday, Pat. It doesn't get any easier.
And that's what you think. We come off of probably one of the worst beatings that we've taken. You just call it what it was at Indianola. And, I mean, it's just one of those games, like you said earlier, everything that they threw in, it didn't matter. It was like it had a laser right to the basket. Those games happen. You come back. We put a lot of energy and time into that game because that was a big game. Nothing into this one right here. And this game should have been 2 weeks ago, but it was rescheduled.
Yep,
so
absolutely.
In the end, this game does not mean as much as what it would have back before the pairings came out. But still, if you're a competitor, you go out to play to win the game.
No doubt. Absolutely. And that is how it is. All right, everybody, real quick. It is halftime. Hopefully you guys have got up. You're restocking your snacks. You got your drinks, taking maybe a little potty break. But, hey, make sure you got the stream on. I got a big announcement I want to throw out there to you. First and foremost, at the end of the stream, Bo Houston is our senior spotlight tonight. We get a chance to interview him, get to learn a little bit about him. We had an awesome one with El Nelson after the girls' game. Super looking forward to talking with Bo Houston. And more than that, not that that's not going to be amazing, but what's really going to be amazing is on February 11th, is our cake auction. It's back. We haven't had it in a couple years. It is back this year. The Booster Club is bringing it back, and we're super excited. So this year's theme is DCG Bakes the World a Better Place. It will take place on Friday, February 11th, during the girls and boys doubleheader as we host the Newton Cardinals. All proceeds from this fundraising event go to support the DCG athletics and the purchasing of uniforms and other equipment. This is an activity for everyone to participate. That's right, man. It doesn't matter what level of baker you are. Bake a cake. That is what it is. We're going to have three divisions, a professional, an amateur, teacher, staff, student, and sports team division. Winning cakes will be auctioned off at halftime of both the boys and the girls game. The remaining cakes will be part of a silent auction that will be held in the Commons. Bidders and bakers drive the success of this event. If you would like to prepare a cake, please have it here at the Commons area at the Meadows Commons by 4 o'clock on Friday, February 11th. Again, cakes entered will be judged on this year's theme, which is DCG Bakes the World a Better Place. So super excited for that. We've seen some amazing cakes in the past. We raised some really good money for the athletic programs here at DCG. I'm excited for it, Pat.
Yeah, there's these cakes that are here are unbelievable works of art, some of them. We've had multiple different big-time cakes. One of them was like some monster that came through that had unbelievable, like snakes and stuff coming out of its head. Just to come out and see the cakes is a great event. The money that is generated obviously all goes towards the Booster Club, which is what buys all of the uniforms and all the different things and the ability to stream so that everybody could watch things. The money generated, great cause, tax deductible.
Yep.
And the first time we had this, we had multiple families going together to buy these cakes because they were going for in the thousands of dollars.
Yes, that's a cake for thousands of dollars.
Like $1,500 for a cake, and but it wasn't the cake. It was an opportunity to sit out there, and they're auctioning it off on the court. So they start going back, and they'll bring an auctioneer in there, a real auctioneer.
It's awesome.
And they start playing you back and forth, and by God, sometimes you just can't help yourself because I'm not going to get beat by that guy. I'm up. Next thing you know, it's like $1,200. So, and the crowd is going crazy. It's going to be a great event. I'm looking forward to that.
Hey, I'm just throwing it out there for any of you bakers out there who maybe are thinking about a theme. Come up with a good one. Bakes the World a Better Place. I'm really excited to see what they come up with. Super excited to see the cakes.
So who's going to make the Boom Shakalaka cake?
Who throws one down? I don't know. I'll bid on that cake. I'll tell you that right now. All right, everybody. Let's just take a peek at this real quick. We got about 4 minutes left in halftime. The Mustangs 30, Boone 27. I just want to throw this at you, Pat. So the Mustangs are averaging 65.6 points a game. They're on pace to be right around that. Boone's averaging 49.8. They're on pace to do more than that. But the Mustangs are only giving up about 50.4 points a game, where Boone's giving up 58. That's where the defensive side's got to come in. I mean, it's been, as a fan, it's super frustrating to see because I know we could play better. And I'm just curious to see what they're talking. I would love to be a fly on the wall in the locker room just to see what Coach Rankin's going over. But he's going to be talking about we got to protect the ball. We got to be us, be who we are. And, it's going to be, those adjustments are going to be key. And same with Boone. They're only down 3. They're in this game, man. They're way in this game. So let's see what happens.
Yeah, this first 4 minutes of this third quarter are going to be the most important 4 minutes of the game. It's going to be Boone, getting in this game and making it a dogfight all the way to the end, or it's going to be DCG pulling away to create that space that they need to manage the rest of the game throughout the fourth quarter. So we'll see how this happens.
Yeah.
But the one thing we do know, they're still in there strategizing with 3 minutes to go in the
I can
half.
guarantee you that Rankin's got some things to say based on what he's seeing on the court. And, these boys, having a son playing on the team, they went in early today. They were in there at 10:30 today. They were watching some film. They did some team bonding stuff. It was a tough loss last night, so obviously you got to get your head right. So they did come in early working on some of that stuff. Obviously we have a lead, which is great. We're still not playing the level of basketball that I'm sure Coach Rankin or any of us Mustang fans are used to. And I'm sure he's just reminding guys, hey, let's settle down. Let's get back to how we play. Let's not push. Let's not, do things that we're not used to. Let's just get back to that simple game that we all love and we play. And I'll be curious to see if we see that in the second half.
Yeah, go out, have fun, play your game, and do what you do. Protect the ball, value the ball. If you can't protect and value the ball, you're going to have a hard time against an athletic team no matter who they are, especially Boone at this point, which is right now probably above par of where we would thought they would be.
Yeah. And I'm going to give all the credit in the world to the Toradors right now. They came out and they came to play today. They're going blow for blow with the Mustangs. They're hitting their shots. They're shooting threes. They have multiple players contributing. They're generating turnovers right now. They're doing everything they need to do to put themselves in a position to win this game, and they're only down 3 at half.
Yeah. So if you go back, you can also say, look, guys, that wasn't the greatest half we played all season. We expected different, but this is where we're at. This is what happened, but we're still up 3 points at halftime. Now, cover it up. Let's see if we can get this to a 10-point lead after the third quarter, and let's make this the game that we know that we can play. But play the ball, value the ball. Everything you got to do to put yourself in position to put a good win in.
Yeah, and I'll tell you, with the score being this close, really both coaches go into it and be like, hey, we got to come out 0-0 at half. Don't worry so much about where we're at score-wise. Let's get back to playing our game. Boone should be saying the same thing. Hey, man, it's 0-0 coming out. We just come out, we win the third quarter, we win the fourth quarter. It's going to put ourselves in position to win the game. Mustangs got the same thing. Hey, we got to come out, we got to win the third period, we got to win the fourth period to see what happens. So let's see what's going down. Mustangs are back on the court. 37 seconds left here in halftime. It looks like the Mustangs, based off the arrow I'm seeing down there, if I see it right, looks like they'll start with possession here in the second half, Pat.
Right on. So this is one of the things that Coach Rankin teams has been very good at, out of timeouts, out of halftime, and making sure that they get that good shot started. I'd like to see, if we can, let's speed this thing up a little bit, get some of those traps, see if we can't get them into throwing some bad passes and us taking it the other way for easy hoops.
Yeah, I'm also going to be challenging them too. Hey, let's make sure we're talking on defense. Let's make sure that everybody down there knows where everybody's at. Call out the switches, call out the screens. Really make sure you're communicating, putting that team effort on, because that's something I think could help generate them some additional possible turnovers or get themselves in positions for offensive or in defensive rebounds. So, all right, here we go. Ball's in. Perrin, the general, up at the top. Boone staying in that zone. That's going to be an easy bucket right there for Cahill. Nice pass in. If you're a Boone fan, you can't have that happen, because if it's going to be easy buckets like that, it's going to be a long second half.
They were so spread out on defense right there. It's just a little slip screen, easy money.
Winter gets the ball over to Bain. Bain's going to swing it around to Majak. Bain looking, he's trying to get something generated, wasn't able to, gets it over to Judge. Judge going to dribble out to Winter.
Glasgow now covering Bain, so that's one of your better defenders right there.
Winter backing down, trying to take advantage of the size, and he gets the roll on the basket. That was good defense by Houston, but Winter saw the size advantage and said, I'm going to take advantage.
I'm on this one all day. I'll take that one.
All right, here we go. The general swings it over to Houston, gets it over to Jones.
That's a
ball
tough
tipped
pass.
And then off Cahill. Cahill didn't really get a chance to do that. Ball was tipped. Be turnover.
Now, bullet passes from 5 feet. Those are tough ones to handle.
Those are tough, yep. So Boone generates the turnover. They're only down 3 here. They get the ball. Winter bringing it up. Hands the ball off to Judge, over to Bain, over to Majak. Majak going baseline, hands it off. Tipped away by Cahill. He generates a turnover. Great job. Over to Houston. Gets it to Glasgow, and he finishes with the 2 points. Nice job right there. The nice thing I saw about Cole there is he took control. He didn't try to force it up. He found where he's on the court and able to finish easily on that instead of forcing a bad shot.
And that's a very well stated. Let the game come to you. Don't force it.
Yeah, because even if he didn't have it, he could have passed back out. It was just a nice job. That's protecting the basketball. Now, Boone right there did not. Not a good pass by Judge there, but that's the protecting the basketball thing we were talking about earlier, Pat. Just let the game come to you. If it's not there, don't force it.
It's going to be important now to see if Bo Houston can get involved in this game offensively. He's got 1 point on the game, but he really doesn't have that many shots.
Nice job into Cahill. Again, you know, you hear Coach Rankin, I was going to say the same thing, ball fakes, you know, all those Toradors, and when you're in that zone, their job is to have active hands up. And you got to make that a little bit tougher on them because right there, that's just too easy for them to knock that ball away.
Especially on the zone.
Oh, Bain. Nice job by Houston, able to keep that. Timeout right there by the Mustangs, but great play by Bo Houston to generate another turnover for the Mustangs.
You know, if you want to win games, sometimes you got to get dirty, and that's one thing that Bo Houston really has done his entire career. If that ball's on the floor and he's anywhere near it, he's diving on top of that ball.
Yeah, we want to see that all day long. And, you know, again, Boone's doing the same thing. I mean, those hustle plays, that's a play that could be a difference maker when you got a game that's this close.
Yeah, it's a 5-point game. I mean, you're looking at something, a basket and a turnover, and you're right there. So, I mean, it is important that you value the ball, the possessions, everything like that. Now we got to turn it into points.
All right, as we come out of the timeout, Mustangs will have the ball. My guess is they'll be taken out probably close to half court based on where the timeout was called. Nope, back here just about three-quarter court. Mustangs up 5 with 5:42 left here in the third period. Again, these officials, like the girls' games, are not calling a lot of fouls. They are letting these teams play. There was not a lot of fouls in the girls' game either. And that's going to help the pace of play when he gets down to it. Out to Cole, over to Houston. There we go. Houston for three in the corner. Oh, in and out. Rebound Perrin, though. And that's all right. That's a shot you want him to take. Jackson Jones for three. He's short. Rebound Winter. Again, open shots. Those are what you want to take. They're just not going in yet. They just got to keep with it. Oh, Winter with a really nice job. Gets it over to Bain, and he's going to put a three up with Cahill's hand in his mug, and he doesn't get it. Rebound Houston. A lot of forward and back. Oh, here we go again. Really nice job. Boone has just done a phenomenal job. And it's a charge called on Majak. That's going to be his third foul, by the way.
Yeah, and Houston was set right there. That was I didn't know it. You never know. 1 point's at the other guy. You make the call. That was the right call.
Tyler Bailiff checking in for Bo Houston. It looks like Bo, he took a big hit right there. I don't know if he might be bleeding or something like that, but he's kind of holding himself there. Tyler checks in for him. 34-29, just under 5 minutes left in the third. Mustangs with the ball. Perrin, the general, bringing it up the court, getting ready to see a quick trap here at the top. Gets it over to Jones.
The defense is really
back
extended.
to Perrin. And again, another turnover. I'll tell you, this 2-3 zone or this 1-3-1, whatever the Boone is running here, because they kind of seem to be mixing it up a little bit, has caused some havoc, man. The Mustangs have not handled it the best, and they've turned the ball over a lot more than I've seen in a while.
And the turnovers are coming in the corners. It happened in the first half, and it's happened in this half too.
Winter, he's going to lose control. Nice job right there by Dotzler to save it. Bain's going to get misses, rebound. Bailiff pushes it up to the general. Gets it up to Jones. And again, with the hands fouls, they are just not looking at where they're throwing the ball.
Well, the passes are there, but by the time they get there, Boone sneaks in there and gets in those passing lanes. Boone's doing a great job playing the passing lanes.
Bailiff gives up the three to Jones. Jones will shoot the three, though. He buries one! Boom! Shakalaka! That's another Mustang three-pointer! That was a big three.
Yeah, it was a big three.
Bain with the ball guarded by the general over to Majak. Let's see here.
Oh my God.
Foul's going to be called. There's a push call. That looks like it's going to be called on Cahill. That'll be his first. So I'm going to put Majak at the line. All right, Majok to shoot his first free throw. And he misses. 37-29. It's an 8-point Mustang lead with 3:30 left. Trevor Hamill. He's going to kick my butt here. Trevor Hamill, T-Ham checking in here as Calix Cahill leaves the game. Trevor does bring some really good energy. Him and Tyler do an outstanding job of bringing energy to the court when they're in the game. He hits the second, Majok does, so it's a 37-30 game with 3:27 left. The general bringing it up. The Mustangs just need to be more patient with their passes. I know they see stuff and they get excited, but Boone's does just a really good job of getting their hands in the way. Nicole was a little strong with that shot. Winter going to bring it up. Oh, I'm not sure about that one there, but Glasgow's going to be called for a foul on the floor. It'll be his first foul and the Mustangs' second team foul.
If you're going to start calling stuff like that, we'll be here for
Well, they haven't all game.
hours.
I don't quite understand that one, but that's all right. Peitzman's going to check in for Jackson Jones, give him a breather. Silball going to drive, dishes back out to Majok, who gives up. He's going to swing around. Looking, Peitzman making it difficult. Nice defense by Troy. Bain swings it over to Winter. Winter over to Majok. 2:47 left in the third period. Mustangs up 7. Oh, Cole almost had that one. Winter.
It's a great anticipation.
Pull up
right
jump
there.
shot, and he's going to be fouled. Man, now all of a sudden the whistles are getting blown after we talked about fouls not being called. Winter's going to go to the line. That'll be the third team foul for the Mustangs, and that'll be the first on Troy Peitzman. In and out for Winter.
Boone's a 66% free throw shooting team on the year.
And he hits a second. Tyler inbounds to Perrin. Now it's a 6-point game for the Mustangs with 2:34 left. They just have got to find a way to extend this lead, Pat.
You know, as soon as the Mustangs get that opportunity to break it open at 10 points, Boone comes back and hits the next 4.
Perrin for 3 at the top. Misses. Rebound Glasgow. He misses again. Rebound Glasgow again. And he finishes. Really nice job by Cole Glasgow right there. Just being tough under the basket. 2 offensive rebounds and able to finally finish.
And really, he's just willing his way into that scorebook.
Majok gets held up. Bain coming around the corner, and he's going to go with a little floater. And it's going to fall. Holy smokes.
Yeah, Bain is effective in all areas offensively.
He has been tonight for sure. He's making some tough shots, and he's keeping his team in the game. Hamill dribbling, not finding anything. Tipped over to Glasgow, and he's going to bring it in. Cole, turnover.
One thought Yang, the other one went Yang.
Yep. It's just the communication isn't quite there, and again, they just need to know they don't have to rush so much. They have more time than I think that they do, if that makes sense. I couldn't get that out. All right, Silball gets it over to Dotzler. Dotzler at the top. Gets it over to Silball.
Important defensive stand right here.
Oh, Tyler knocks it out, but out on him. Boone will retain possession, but just a nice job right there helping.
6-point game. 1:14 remain.
Boone is keeping it close. They're not letting the Mustangs run away with it, but the Mustangs are their own worst enemy right now on the turnover front. Winter trying to inbound. Oh, Perrin, I thought he might have knocked it off Bain, but he did not. Boone will retain possession again. 1:14 left, 39-33, Mustang lead.
Got the defense that Cole is playing right now is some of the best defense I've seen him play all year.
All right, Silball guarded right there by Trevor Hamill. Tyler Bailiff on Bain. Really nice defense there as well. Majok able to get around, and he's going to get – oh, my goodness. Oh, Troy able to keep that, and it's going to be a carry.
I don't know. That's kind of a tough call right there because the ball ended up behind him, and I don't know. I guess so, but
well, Jayden Poole was down there and was going to come up with a rebound, and Pite's been able to knock the ball away, but got hung up right there. That's a tough call.
It is what it is, but it's great defense and great effectiveness on getting that turnover right there.
All right, Winter trying to figure out what to do. He's going to get cross court. Silbaugh is going to be fouled. Shooting the three. Man, I don't know what happened, but the whistle's not being blown at all. Like, the last 2 minutes have been whistle after whistle, and they've not gone the Mustangs' way. That's going to be Trevor Hamill's first, and the 4th team foul for the Mustangs. Silbaugh at the line. Buries the first. And I'll tell you, they're just slowly chipping away here, Pat. Silbaugh second. Hits it. And he's got one more because it was a 3-point attempt.
Yep. He's a 50% free throw shooter on the year, and he is only 2 for 4 on the season. He's going to get almost as many free throws in this possession he had all year.
And he misses that one. 4-point game. Mustangs have been up by as much as, I believe, 10, but just can't. No, I don't think with 9 points. We haven't got to double digits yet. 35 seconds left. Mustangs, I think, are going to try to hold for the last shot. Bailiff back to Perrin. 24 seconds left on the clock. Gets it to Tyler. Tyler turns. Silbaugh knocks it away. Gets it back to Perrin. Boone, really good active hands. I'll tell you, that's one thing that's been impressive with them tonight. Just really good job of keeping their hands up in passing lanes. Hamill for 3. Pull up. Miss. Rebound. Winter. No way he gets that.
No. I wonder if they would have counted that.
Man.
They didn't wave it off right out of the gate.
Well, I'll tell you what. It was a 3-point lead at the half. It's a 4-point lead after the third period. So DCG won that half by 1 point, and they had extended that lead. But, man, Boone's just done a great job of sticking around, Pat.
You know, and if DCG can come through with this win, this will be a great win. Even though on paper you're looking at it, they should have been whatever. But everybody competes. Boone is competing. The Mustangs are competing as well.
They're battling right now. They are giving it all they've got. Even though they're not playing at the level we're used to seeing them play, they are still, even though it's an ugly game, they are still battling. And Boone's doing the same thing. These are two heavyweights right now, trading blows. This has been a fun game to watch right here.
And like you said earlier, both of these teams are in the same region for their sub-state to get to the state tournament. So we could be seeing part 2 of this down the road. But right now, none of that matters. Everything is about today.
Everything's about right now. I mean, this loss for either team, whoever doesn't win this game, and it's a meaningless loss because it's not a conference loss. So at the end of the day, it's the pride thing. Hey, I want to win this game. It's the team that's going to come out with the moxie to get it done. 4th period underway. Majak hands ball off to Winter as Boone starts with possession. All right, Bain cross court to Winter. Winter to Majak. Majak coming around, trying to see if he can finish.
I don't think that was blocked.
No, official on the side says it is Mustang basketball.
It is Mustang, but we did not touch that ball on the way out.
Well, the official on the side court over there was definite in his call. He's like, nope, it is definitely Mustang ball. All right, Jackson Jones over to Perrin. Over to Jones. Over to Perrin. Over to Jones again, and to Cahill. Cahill's going to draw the foul. That'll be on the floor, though. It should be anyway.
Yeah, that first half, not a lot of fouls called. Now every little bit of contact seems to be drawing whistles.
Ooh, man, that could have been tough. Really nice job by Jones. Perrin for 3. Buries another 3-pointer. Nice job by Blake Perrin. That was a big shot, Pat.
It was a big shot, and now you got to defend. It's time to start pulling away.
All right, Silbaugh swings over to Bain, over to Winter. Back. Ooh, that was a close one. Swings it back over to Majak. Majak back out to Winter. Guarded by Glasgow. Winter able to get around. Goes for the floater. Buries a nice shot right there by Winter. I'll tell you what, he's played a great game tonight, Pat.
Winter's a tough matchup because you got to cover him on the outside. As soon as you come up there, guy goes right by.
All right, Glasgow gets it into Cahill. Into Hamill. Oh, and he's going to draw the foul. Really nice job attacking the basket here by the Mustangs. Hamill will go to the line to shoot 2 here. And Boone foul will be called on number 42, Aiden Silbaugh. That'll be his first and Boone's third team foul.
Yeah, and you really got to, when you get down low, you got to expect there's going to be contact every single time. They're not going to be giving up any easy layups.
Yeah, Hamill hits his first free throw, 43-37 with 6:24 left.
62% on the year for Trevor.
Trevor's going to be short on the second, I'm telling you. It's been that kind of night for the Mustangs, both girls and boys. 50%'s been about the extent of the love from the free throw line. Bain gets it over to Majak. Swings it over to Winter. Winter over to Silbaugh, over to Bain. Bain's going to pull up for 3. Oh, deep off. Rebound Glasgow. This is what they need. They need to convert points on this possession. Gets it over to Jones. Gets it over to Perrin. And what they really need to be looking at is as aggressive right now as Boone is, backdoor cuts are going to be huge right now. Jones for 3. He's going to miss. Rebound right there by Winter. See, it's getting stops and not converting. Those are the other things, too. We get a stop. We're not able to convert points on the other side. Now Boone gets the opportunity to come down 6 to try to close the gap.
Yeah, this is 2-possession game.
Bain working himself in, and he gets that to go somehow. Holy smokes.
Well, Bain is one of the stronger kids out there right now. Very strong with the ball.
Cole's going to make himself work. Doesn't get it. Going to be rebound Cahill.
Get up there, big boy. Oh, that's good. That should have been. I think that was out on.
That was on Cahill for sure. Yep. There was an argument to be made there for the Toreadors for sure. The general gets it out to Jones. Jones over to Hamill. Again, this is a 4-point game. And again, throwing it away into the middle of the court.
That's never a good pass to go through all those arms, chest pass through. That'll never get through in the high school game anymore.
Well, I'm going to tell you what right now, what Boone's doing too, they play a really good zone. And, oh, man, I'll tell you what, Dotzler almost got the M1, but the way they're playing zone, they're giving some other teams a look at what they could do against this Mustang offense because we have struggled mightily about getting passes through and just getting executing on some things in this zone tonight, Pat.
Well, tomorrow you get the day off. You get to hit practice on Monday and start to get back and look. These are the things. They'll go back and watch tape, things like that, and they'll see, yeah, that's probably – because everything's one step slow. As soon as you think it's open, you make the pass, Boone is closing it off.
Dotzler hits both of his. Those are big free throws right there. And I'll tell you what, the senior making a statement right there. Mustangs only up 2 now with 4:46. Nice job by Bo not making that cross-court pass because that would have been another turnover. Nice job by Cole Glasgow hitting the shot in the and one. Big-time bucket by the senior.
So when you're struggling to find your offense and things like that, where do you go? You go to your All-American high school player, and you get him the ball right off the glass. Great play.
All right, we need this free throw to finish this and one right here. Oh, and he misses. But he goes and he gets his own rebound. And he's going to finish himself. He's like, hey, my bad. Let me get that back, and I'll make another one. That's a 6-point lead now for the Mustangs after only being up 2.
A 4-point trip.
That's 21 points now for the senior. Boone's going to call a timeout. Mustangs now up 6 with 4:15 left in the fourth. That was a big statement right there for the Mustangs, and a really good job by Cole saying, hey, he missed his free throw. He didn't give up on it. He went and got the rebound and then took it back up to finish. Man, super impressed with the senior.
Yeah, he actually takes it away from 3 people, including one of his own teammates. Baseline, and finishes at the rim. Very strong play by Cole Glasgow. God, it's been a very good game from a competitiveness standpoint. It's been a 5-point game the whole time. They come back, get a couple points, they close it to 2. DCG comes back, scores 4 to 6 points straight. Every possession matters right now. 4:15 remain.
Well, and the thing is, too, is Boone's done a good job of not letting this game get out of control. I mean, they got 9 points the Mustangs have gotten this to, 8 a couple of times, and they haven't let it get to that double-digit piece, because once the Mustangs get there, that's where they tend to start to tighten the noose around the neck, and Boone hasn't let them do that. So big kudos to the Toreadors tonight for that. But I'll tell you, this is going to be a big offensive possession for Boone right here, because after the Mustangs getting 4 quick points to go up 6, if Boone can't convert here and the Mustangs can, that could shift the tide as we go to the back half of this fourth period.
Yeah, you're starting to run out of time in the game at 4 minutes remaining.
Oh, you can't leave Bain up there, and he buries the three-pointer. I mean, that's what they've done all game long. Bain has come up with some big-time shots for the Boone Toreadors tonight.
Yeah, and that's just not identifying the shooters right there, right out of the timeout.
Jackson back to Perrin. The general swings it over to Houston, back to Perrin. Over to Jones, to Perrin, to Jones, to Perrin, cross court to Glasgow. And that's just Cole working his way through, getting the 2 points. That's a big-time bucket right there, again, by the senior, taking them on their shoulders.
Senior leadership, no doubt, but I think Cole can do that every single time he gets the ball. He's way more athletic than anybody out there and stronger.
And I'm telling you what, if I'm Coach Rankin and if he's not getting the defense that he's looking for out there, I'd make some changes if you got to, just to make sure you're getting what you need. Ooh, Winter for 3 at the top. He buries the three-pointer. Unbelievable right now. The Toreadors hitting big shots.
Draw this stuff up.
Now the Mustangs again only up 2 points.
And you spread this thing out. The defense is spread out as well.
Oh, Bo decided not to shoot the 3. Perrin said, I'll take it. He's going to be short. Rebound Glasgow. He doesn't finish. He's going back up. Rebound Bo Houston.
Yeah, Bo says, I'm coming this thing back out here. Let's set this thing
Jones,
back up.
to Houston. To Cole. He said, I'll take the three-pointer from the corner. He's short. Rebound Winter. Boone with the chance to tie or go up. And Cole's going to be called for his second foul. And that'll be the team 6 team foul with 2:24 left.
Yeah, and it's just a calm time now. It's no big deal. Get back. You still got the lead. Get in there and play defense. Bo Houston, it gets open. He's going to have to shoot the ball.
I agree, 100%. He's got to take that shot in the corner. All right, here we go. Bain at the top, swings it over to Majak. To Winter. Over to Bain. He's going to shoot another 3, and he hits another three-pointer. He can't miss right now. Boone up 1 with 2 minutes and 3 seconds left. I mean, wow. Unbelievable. Majak creates the turnover, and an easy lay-in. Boone up 3. I can't believe we haven't seen a timeout by Rankin right now.
Plenty of time left in the game. There's a lot of possessions left. As soon as there's a made basket, timeout after the make. There's your shot if you can take it. It's good, Tio.
And there he calls a timeout. Boone has just come in, and they have been something else this fourth period. We got 1:29 left. They're up 3 points. The Mustangs just seem flat right now, Pat.
Well, it's when the other team, that was this last 3 down here to take the lead. That was a great shot, a great setup. They're making baskets. I mean, my hat comes off to the Boone Toreadors for that.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Our defense was good.
The energy level is night and day right now. All the energy, Boone's had the energy for most of the game. You just haven't seen it off the Mustangs, off the bench right now. It's just been something different. I'll tell you, it's been frustrating a little bit as a fan to watch, but we got to see what we can do. We're down 3 with a minute and a half here. It's going to be interesting to see if we can come down and hit a big shot of our own, Pat.
Well, DCG, Boone actually is in the bonus now. DCG 6 fouls. Next foul will be 1-1. There's a lot of possessions left in this game. Time and score, we got to figure out, look, we can't be wasting time up on the top of the key. Where do we want our shots to come from? And we take the good shot. It doesn't necessarily have to be a 3, but if we can get something going to the hoop, let's take that, see if we can get to the line as well.
All right, Mustangs to inbound baseline. Let's see what Coach Rankin's drawn up for these Mustangs to run. All right, at the top, they pass it all the way out.
They stay in the 2-3 zone or that 1-3-1.
A nice job by Cahill. That's exactly what you needed right there.
Yep.
That's a big bucket. Now the defense for the Mustangs has got to pick up. It has got to go to another level. Winter back to Majak.
It's got to get, there's your
and
turnover.
There's the tip. Oh, no. Jump ball. How was that a jump ball? Wow. I didn't think there was any way it was a jump ball. Mustangs possession, but whoa.
Yeah, that's
wow.
But still maintaining possession. Still taking that first good shot that you can get. I like Cahill down low. He's there if you can get him the ball. That 1-3-1, there's only one person down on the baseline. Dribble, penetrate. You take that foul. That's double dribble.
That's a double dribble.
That is double dribble right there.
Wow. Wow. All right, so Cole's going to get a foul call. It's going to put Winter at the line,
and
1-1.
You had to foul at this point. There's at least 3 possessions left in this game. 20 seconds, a lot of time left.
These are big free throws for both teams as they go to the line at the stretch. Winter buries the first.
.68% free throw shooter on the year.
Well, right now, these are some big free throws for him. Misses the second, rebound Cole. So 2-point game, or 2 points will tie it. And you would assume they're going to hold for the final shot.
Do you trust the three-pointer?
Oh, man, rebound Winter. Oh, no, Bain with the rebound. .9 seconds left. I'll tell you, if you're a Boone fan, you got to be excited with how your team's finishing down the stretch here.
This is 70% free throw shooter on the year, but that means nothing in a game like this.
Puts Bain at the line, my apologies. He buries the first. He buries this one. That'll seal the game. And he does. That's 4 points, 2-possession game.
Yeah, great game by Boone right here. And I think in the end, the turnovers early really hurt everything.
Yeah, there's no doubt
in this game. And some of the long passes, things that were going across, trying to jam the ball in through different areas. And again, this game, like you said earlier, does not have implications for the state tournament or conference, but you go out there and compete.
Well, like I said, this Boone team's in our bracket. Got to give a huge shout out to this Boone team. They played outstanding basketball. Their energy level today was off the charts. They did everything they needed to do to come into the stable here to get a big win against the Mustangs. And, man, that's big time. Mustang's going to inbound with 4.9 seconds, down 4. The only hope they've got is to get fouled on a three-point shot. And that is it, folks. Boone comes into the stable, gets a big win, 55-51 over the DCG Mustangs. DCG losing back-to-back games for the first time this season, and I'm sure they are going to be disappointed after this one, because this is one that they should have won, and they just weren't able to come through. And Boone, again, huge shout out to them tonight, Pat. They did a great job.
Well, there's coaching moments on both sides. If you're Boone, you're like, look, we just beat a top 5 team on their home court. We can beat anybody. Boone will be able to take this and say, look, we can take anybody out there if you believe. On the Mustang side, you look at it and you say, look, we have to be more disciplined. We have to do the things better. We can't just show up and expect to win a game and have somebody lay down for us. We have to earn every win that we get. That's going to be the message for the Mustangs going forward.
Yeah, no doubt. Hey, everybody stay tuned after the game. Hopefully, I'm not sure – hopefully they'll get him up here fairly quick. But Bo Houston's our senior spotlight interview tonight, so we'll probably hold tight for a second. My guess is Coach Rank will have a few things to say after the game, but please hold tight. I mean, this was definitely a hard-fought game by both teams. Boone just had that little extra fire, that little extra energy tonight, and they were able to execute. Man, did they hit some big-time three-point shots down the stretch, and it really allowed them to stay in this game, and they did not give up, Pat. I was really impressed by the Boone Toreadors today.
When it mattered, they made shots.
Yes, no doubt.
When it mattered. You know, Mustangs, they had an opportunity there to get it to 10 points a couple different times and break this thing wide open in the third and fourth quarters, and just wasn't able to extend the lead. We would have the turnover. We would have something bad happen on our side, and we just weren't able to overcome the totality of the turnovers.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, that 1-3-1 zone was effective tonight. The Mustangs, you know, they would break it and they would get some buckets, but I would say they created way more turnovers than we would typically want to see in a zone defense like that. And we typically handle zone defenses pretty well. Tonight, though, man, a totally different story. Boone able to create more turnovers off that 1-3-1, and it really gave the Mustangs a little bit of problems at points of the game, and that allowed Boone to stay in the game, because those turnovers did allow them to go down at multiple points of the game and get buckets to help keep them within that port. And it was super important for them to not give up a double-digit deficit. And that, to me, was the key for Boone tonight.
Well, I think, you know, when you look at that, you don't want to get down, but that 10 is a psychological barrier. You get to that 10, it's like, I'm down, and that just starts to push you in other ways. Every time something would happen on the one side, Boone would come right back, and they were able to execute when they needed to.
Yeah, no doubt.
My hat's off. You're right. They played a fantastic game. They had a great game plan as well.
Yeah, so, you know, this will be my challenge to the Mustangs. You know, I don't know if you're going to come back and watch this stream. You're probably not, and that's okay. But this is my challenge for you boys. You lose 2 straight games, a tough one at Indianola last night, and then come home tonight and lose to Boone, a team that you physically thought you'd be able to beat, and they just came in and they beat you tonight. They literally came in and they beat you. Now you got to sit there and you got to recoup, because your next 4 games are not any easier than what you've seen the last 2, and they're really going to have to show some mental toughness. They're going to have to get back to work, and they're going to really have to find that identity that they had a little bit earlier in the season. I feel like they've lost a little bit, Pat.
So how many three-point shots did Indianola make last night?
I haven't. Well, let's see if we can find it. I mean, they didn't have the stats updated last when I had saw. Let's see if they've got it. They don't. Indianola doesn't have their stats updated, but I'm going to tell you, my guess is 13.
Okay, that's a lot of three-pointers.
Yep.
It's hard to win games when you're giving up 10 to 13. That's 30 points right there in itself, and that's only 10. They made a lot of three-pointers.
They probably made close to 10 tonight. I mean, right around that number, it's probably close. 8 to 10 would be my guess. But every one was a big shot. I mean, those are ones where we were up 6 to 8 points, and they would hit one, go back, and then they come down, and within 2 more possessions, they hit another, and now it's a 3 to 4 point game. So they did everything that they were supposed to do, and they hit big shots when they needed it. We couldn't. You know, we had some looks down here, and ours weren't just falling, unfortunately. I mean, that's the game of basketball and all of its love and totality.
It
right
absolutely
there.
is. And so I think as we start to move forward throughout these next several games, especially the 4 conference games that remain that matter the most, those are the ones that matter the most. All right, so those games, what do we got to do? We have to defend the three-point shot. One way or another, we have to defend that. Limit to 1 basket at all times, so don't be giving up extra possessions, and value the basketball. So defending the 3 and valuing the basketball is probably your 2 main items on a go-forward basis.
No doubt, and then the other thing to look at, too, and I'm not by any means trying to tell Coach Rankin or tell anything, but when you got guys that are coming in the game and giving you energy on that side of the ball, those are guys that you definitely want to see if you can get in and let them be in a little bit more. And Trevor Hamill and Tyler Bailiff were able to do that and multiple times tonight where they would come into the game and it was a spark. Yeah. They would create turnovers. They would do some of those things. I was thinking we might see those two come in a little bit later in the game to help kind of generate, and we didn't see that. Again, I'm not trying to say that I know what I'm talking about, but when you're from a spectator standpoint and you get those sparks, you saw it from Boone tonight. They had a couple of guys that came in, Bain and Winter, they were just boom, boom. You want to see that. I mean, obviously, Trevor's a little more of a scoring threat than Tyler is, but, man, it's just sometimes you just need that little crunch, and we got it at times. We just didn't see it consistently through the game. So maybe, again, just some things to look at as we progress down the as the season progresses and some of these games come up. But, sometimes you just need those little sparks. And we had a couple of guys that were able to give it tonight, and we just didn't see it consistently through the rest of the team tonight, Pat.
Yeah, so, I mean, you look at Hamill and Tyler both, what they did when the beginning of that game. When Tyler came in, it really changed the complexion of the game at that time because everything was going the wrong direction. Just the defensive stop, the steal, creating offense for somebody else. That was good for somebody else. That was very good to see. In the end, the sun comes up tomorrow. There will not be an issue from that standpoint. They need some time off. We have to remember as fans also, it is a tough game mentally right now, and that's a lot of it what's going through their heads right now. They're going to have to overcome, take a day off, have a light practice on Monday, and then let's get back at it on Tuesday on a regular schedule.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to watch these boys play on Tuesday night. How do they come back? What did that preparation on Monday look like? Have they gotten a little bit of that rest that they need? I agree. I mean, we played a lot of basketball, so have all these other teams, but the level of competition that we, between Indianola and then coming here and Boone just coming out and playing lights out game tonight. And you could just tell we were a little flat out there through multiple parts of the game. And I think you're right, Pat. We just need to re-energize and find a little bit of that. I mean, this team is ridiculously talented from a Mustang standpoint. This is a team that I feel totally is going to be able to make a really good run as we get into the postseason time. But right now, they're going to have to find that toughness, that mental strength, and they're going to have to say, hey, we lost 2 games in a row, 2 teams that they could beat if they play well, and they just didn't. Now they say, hey, we got to find it. We got to get back on it. So we'll see what happens. I mean, like I said, Tuesday we got a tough matchup with Pella Christian, and it doesn't get any easier. So we'll see what happens, Pat.
Yep. Well, they will respond. I mean, I
have no doubt.
These senior kids here have responded their entire time this year, last year, the year before that. Having Jacob Runyon not in the game, his leadership, his poise, and his strength had a big impact on this game. So when you lose a kid like that, it really challenges other players too.
Yeah, because one thing Jacob's going to give you, especially at the point guard position, a little more than what Blake does, is he's going to take it to the basket. And that 1-3-1, you can get it into some of those areas. And you saw Cole do it. We were able to get the ball down low to Cahill a few times. But that's some of the weakness of that zone. They're able to keep shots out and they're able to close out. And, when you don't have Runyon to kind of give you that little bit of an edge. I mean, we were talking about a 3-point game, 4-point game at the end. You don't know,
That's
So,
right.
And again, not to take away anything from Boone, but, when you start analyzing it from a Mustang standpoint, yeah, there's some things that we need to do, but Boone played outstanding lights-out basketball, and like you said earlier, this is a team we could see again 100% in Sub-State because they are in our pool. So, everybody, this might not be the last time we get to sit here and see a Boone team, and we get to play these guys again possibly. So
yeah, and if you're a Mustang, you're like, you know what, I want to play them again.
Oh, there's no doubt. I'm saying that right now.
I want to play these guys again, and I want to prove to everybody that was here and watching the stream and everything that was a fluke. It should have never happened, but it did happen. But it's not going to happen again. So, Boone can come right back on a neutral court and do whatever they can. You know they're fighters, you know they're scrappers, and you know they can shoot the ball. So if the stars align, you can be beat by anybody and beat anybody.
There's
on
no
any
doubt.
given day.
There's no doubt. I mean, you're going to see that throughout the season. We've seen it in the Little Hawkeye Conference already this year with the amount of talented teams that are out there. So, anything can happen. I mean, there's 4 conference games left. We don't know how that's going to particulate. Then we got 2 very tough non-conference teams with North Polk and Ballard at the end of the season. So, when you look at the last 6 games that are coming up, man, there's 6 tough games coming up, and then that's just how it's going to be.
Deal. Absolutely. These next 4 games, the last 2, honestly, I'm not even that. These next 4 games are huge, because all 4 of them are against very, very good teams. And the other 2 are non-conference type things. We'll do what we can in those, but we're going to focus on these. The objective is to win the conference.
Yeah,
and that's
no doubt.
still and they're leading the conference. So if they win out, they're conference champs by themselves. If they lose one more, they're probably going to end up being co-champs. So you start looking at it that way. A lot to play for. Keep your head high and finish strong.
Yeah, and, it's one of those deals where I'm excited to see, how this team's going to rebound, how they're going to get back in it. We got a lot of talented individuals down there, and it's just going to be those seniors down there getting everybody together and saying, hey, you know what, let's go. We can be better. We can play better. Let's show how that's going to work. And it's going to be fun to see how they adapt and how they rebound on that. And I think it's going to be important on Tuesday to really see what that's going to be like. It's another home game. It's going to be a big home game. I think that's what the Mustangs need, to come back and play at home, get some energy from the crowd, see if they can get that regenerated and see what happens. So.
Absolutely.
Well, again, everybody hold tight. We are planning on interviewing Bo Houston as our senior spotlight interview for the boys. I know after a loss like this, I'm sure Coach Rankin's got a few things he's talking about in the locker room, so please don't go anywhere. We definitely want to hold tight, get a chance to talk with Bo Houston. And obviously after a loss, it's always tough to do those. But, he's such a great kid, and we want to talk about, learn a little bit more of him, what his future plans are, and just kind of see what's going on. So please hold tight for that. We're excited to get a chance. We had a great one with Elle Nelson at the end of the girls' game, and she was a lot of fun to talk with, Pat.
Absolutely. Elle is one of the best kids that you will ever be around in high school athletics. Someone you want on your team, you want to play with, but you also want to play against too, because when you play against her, you're going to get her best every single time. Yeah,
and there's no doubt about it. There's zero doubt. And, I think we've seen that from a lot of these student athletes. We've got a chance to do interviews with a lot. We haven't got to do everybody yet, but everybody we've interviewed, man, just so good. As far as, being a good student athlete, getting the grades, doing the things they need to do so they can be able to play and stay on the court, good teammates. A lot of these kids play more than one sport, which is huge. They're impacting a lot of different people, a lot of different teammates in multiple sports. And that just goes to show a lot about the great athletic programs that we have here at DCG, Pat.
And it goes through all of them. And we just had the all-academic All-Americans out there last
Tuesday, last home game.
And I think we had there's 8 or 10 football players out there that are all 3.75 and above cumulative grade point average. That's unbelievable. Yeah, and
that's something to be proud about. I think when you look at how awesome DCG is, the school systems, the teams, the players, it's definitely something special. It's definitely something that's talked about all the time. Whether you win a state title or you don't win a state title, it's just about the level of humble kids that we've got out there, the level of talent, and just how much they are great teammates and what they're able to bring to the game. And, we see that on the basketball court. We see it on the football field. We see it on the volleyball court. We see it on every level, even if you're on the golf course, for crying out loud, getting it done. It's all part of that. So it's definitely been something special to see, and it's been a lot of fun.
And you look at the coaches and the relationships that they build with the kids. not just while they're in season, but also when they're already graduated and things like that. I know my daughters at this time are still having breakfast or lunch with the coaches here at DCG and the sports that they play.
You got to love that, Pat. I mean, it just makes you feel really good about that. And, it just makes it's fun because you get to see the marks that these coaches leave on these athletes, and that says a lot, especially when these guys get to, they're going to college, taking these next steps, whether they're playing sports or not. They still take all that with them. Yeah. I mean, that's learning and stuff that you can't say anything about, and I know I appreciate that very much. So
yeah, and Coach Jones had his high school coach here after the Grinnell game, and was addressed. So Jones's high school coach addressed our girls either before or after the game. So it does mean something, even when you're old like us. So those are the things that they do matter. The coaches play a huge role in kids' lives.
Yeah, we see some players rolling out here, so hopefully we'll see Bo coming out here in just a couple of minutes. Really excited again to get a chance to talk with him. And, if the stars align, depending on what happens with girls sub-state, I'm hoping that they'll get a home game and we'll get an opportunity to stream.
We'll be getting three.
I'm hoping that we get the opportunity to stream that like we did last year. I know that we're going to have to probably do some fundraising to do that because the streams aren't cheap to do over that time. But, if we get a chance to do that, we'll definitely make sure we get a chance to fit in Coach Jones and get a chance to talk with him.
Absolutely.
And he's always a great interview, but, it's always fun to kind of get his take on his team as far as what he's doing and how that looks. So,
well, if we make enough money on that cakewalk,
hey, anything's possible at that point.
We'll be able to get our stream rolling for sure.
Well, I was hoping we were going to see Bo. We've had some players come out. Hopefully he didn't forget about us, but we don't have any more games left, so we're going to have to hold tight. We want to get this stream in. We got to find Bobo Houston because, like I said, I've already looked at my schedule and trying to keep everybody on point. Having this Boone game rescheduled was actually super helpful to be able to continue to get some of these interviews in. We have way more boy seniors than we have girl senior this year, Pat.
So we may need to see if we can't get one of the boys in.
I've already got that done. So after the girls streams on a couple of these games, we're going to have a couple of the seniors that we're not able to get after the boys. You can't count on the playoff games. You don't know what that's going to look like. You don't know if you're going to be at home, you're going to be away. So there's a lot to think about when it comes to that particular side of things. So it's been that side, and that's kind of the nice thing. Having that many seniors is great, but at the end of the day too, it's for next year. It's going to make things super interesting for the program when you have so many seniors.
Yeah.
I'm looking down here at the wall of banners, all our senior banners. We got senior night coming up when Norwalk comes to town, not next week, but the following week. That's going to be a great night, and they get to recognize all these seniors. But man, if you look at all the boys compared to girl seniors on the posters up there, you can definitely see that the girls are outnumbered on that number for sure.
Well, you look at both the boys and the girls. 7 seniors. That's a lot of girls. That's a lot of seniors, 7. To be able to withstand all the years, 4 years of high school, all the junior high ball, everything you do, to be able to withstand and finish like that, that's a lot of kids that have committed to the program. And then you look at the boys. Was there 11 of them?
Yeah.
All 11 of them, that just tells you they play for each other, they play with each other, they are playing for each other.
Well, you see that on both teams, too. Even the girls just as much so. Like I said, these teams mirror each other in so many ways with how they play, with how they hold each other up, with, it's unbelievable. That's why it's so much fun to watch, Pat, and to get to commentate. We get to watch the girls play before the boys, but, man, you see so much of the same stuff between both teams. Right. It's unbelievable.
Yep, right on.
And we're lucky enough to have the amount of talent that we have on the court at any given time. We talk about bench depth being so important. That's still going to be huge coming up as we get closer to playoff time. But, that's the advantage of having so many seniors.
You know what I mean? It is. Yep, it is. And then next year, we'll see what happens next year because the softball team is going through the same thing.
Yeah.
Al Nelson says we got two starters coming back and graduate. God, it was a ton of seniors last year. I might have been 10 or 11 of them.
Yeah, and that's unbelievable too when you think about it. And that program has been a huge program for DCG for years. We've had some phenomenal teams, and now we're starting to reap the benefit of that in some of the other programs, such as basketball and things like that. And it's awesome to see the excitement that generates when you have successful programs where, it makes it funner for when the student sections are here and for parents to go and to travel and to do all those things. So it's definitely cool on that side.
It is, and you want to have a thriving athletics program, not a thriving basketball team. You want a program. You want it's everything. It's soccer. It's volleyball. It's baseball, football. It just, the energy gets into everything.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. No doubt. And I know we're talking to fill some time here, folks, and I know you're bearing with us a little bit. I mean, I'm not sure what's going on, but we're going to try to interview Bo. I mean, we'll see what happens. If it doesn't work out, we'll close out the stream, and I'll see if I can figure something else out with Bo and see if we can figure something else out. But we'll see what we can get done here, because I know we definitely want to do that. So. Oh, looks like we might get some.
Yes or no? We just need a yes or no.
We need to get some. We're gonna have Tyler Bayless see if he can let Bo know. I mean, it's probably easy to get forgotten when the game doesn't go the way that we're hoping for, and we end up losing in the last few minutes of the game. So
it is. I mean, it is an emotional thing. It is something that it's hard. None of these kids. It doesn't matter whether you're from Boone or Ballard or DCG or Winterset, it doesn't make it either. You don't want to lose the game. So, but it is what it is. You got to learn how to win. You got to learn how to lose.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And, if it doesn't work out tonight for whatever reason, I'll figure something out. We still want to talk to Bo. I mean, he's been a vital part of this team for the last, he's been part of the program for 4 years, and, he's been a big part of the program. So here is Bo Houston. Here we go. He's working his way over here, so this will be good. We'll get a chance to talk with him. We appreciate everybody holding tight. I think it's important that we get a chance to interview these seniors and get to talk with them because of, what they've done and everything else. Hey, Bobo, how's it going, big dog? Thanks for taking some time, man. Throw that on for me and make sure that you can hear us all right. You can hear us all right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey, there's Bo Houston. All right, everybody. Thanks for your patience. Bobo, man, we appreciate you can come up. I know after a tough game that you're able to make it up here, but I think it's really important that we get a chance to talk with you guys, get to know you a little bit, and we really want to hear kind of what's going on with Bobo after this. But I'm going to turn it over to Pat, so he's going to throw some questions. Yeah, we're going to get to know Bo Houston a little bit. You ready to rumble?
I'm ready.
All right, here we go, Bobo.
God, it looks like you took that charge. It looks like you may have got the worst of the deal.
Yeah, you might have had it. I was wondering because you were coming out holding your hand a little bit. I'm like, he might have some blood dripping out a little bit.
Elbow to my face.
Elbow to the face.
Braces cut it
well,
up.
You're probably lucky you got braces. You might have lost some teeth.
Yeah, this is true.
Hey, you know what? Look at the bright side, right?
Yep.
There
Mom
we go.
And Dad put $10,000 into that mouth.
No doubt.
All right. So, hey, with 94 seconds here, we're going to rapid fire here. What's your favorite food?
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. God, you and L. Nelson.
L. Nelson said mac and cheese, too. That's awesome.
Mac and cheese.
Did you put ham in it?
No.
No.
You put anything in your mac and cheese?
I'm really picky.
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
So what's your favorite mac and cheese then? I mean, do you have a favorite, like a brand or a place you get it from?
Food Depot's mac and cheese is really good.
Legit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right, Food Depot's got some good mac and cheese, everybody.
It's all about that. And they didn't even pay for that endorsement.
There you go, right there,
that's
baby.
called
Shout out to them.
NIL, high school NIL.
There you go.
Get that right in there. What's your favorite TV show or series?
Ooh, a show?
Could be
Series,
Netflix or
movie,
anything,
whatever.
too. Yeah, whatever.
It's called The 100. It's on Netflix.
The 100. What's it about? Just out of curiosity.
It's
Throw it
like
out there.
they're all up in space and they land on Earth.
Oh, okay. There you go. Something cool, science fiction kind of stuff. All right, there we go. I like it.
There you go.
The 100, Netflix,
That's right.
baby. Here we go.
Favorite sport, not basketball.
Ooh, probably football. I love watching football.
Oh, there you go. Favorite football team?
Never play it. Steelers.
Steelers. That's right. I know that already, dude.
Big
so,
Ben on
what do
the
you
way
feel about
out?
Big Ben retiring, dude? You got to tell me.
It's sad, I'll tell you that.
It is sad, man. It is sad.
And Tom Brady retiring today, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
breaking news.
Lots of retiring quarterbacks. But, hey,
There's
you guys still got a lot of young talent on that team, man.
Yep, we do.
That's
good.
right. They'll end up with Aaron Rodgers at the end of the year.
Hopefully.
Who's the toughest coach that you've ever played for?
Toughest coach? Probably Rankin.
Yeah.
Definitely Rankin.
He's a tough coach.
He demands a lot, doesn't he?
He does.
Absolutely.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
So, how many Instagram followers do you have?
981.
Wow, he had the
not
number,
900, not 9. I got 981. So, are you monitoring this on a daily basis?
I check it every day.
Do you
All right,
really?
you check it
See,
every
there you
day.
go.
Are you doing anything to get more followers?
No, I mean, you just, post some stuff. I don't know.
You're
get
going to
likes
have
on
to
it.
get after this thing
You got
a
any
little
big
bit
names?
more, man.
You got any big names?
No.
No?
Not really, no.
That's all right. Hey, you're the big name, right? It's Bo Houston's Instagram page. There you go. It's all big
Luke
time.
Luke Rankin had the kid from that went to Norwalk.
Bourne.
Bourne. It's like, oh, my God, Bourne's following me on Instagram. It's like the greatest thing in the world.
I'm telling you, it's the little things.
So, hey, that's 94 seconds. Thank you.
Thank you, guys.
So you stick around.
No, yeah, I'm not done with you. I got a couple more questions for you. So, hey, basketball's been your deal. I was lucky enough, Bo, that, you and Tyler played basketball together since second grade. I mean, you guys have been doing it for a long time, so I've got the chance to watch you grow up and play this game, and you've always been a phenomenal player. But you've been playing in this program for 4 years. You were an integral part of the team last year that made a run. This year, what's the big difference you think between last year's team and this year's team when you start looking at things?
I just say we're a lot smaller, for sure. I don't know, not a lot has changed. We know we have a lot of shooters on the team. I don't know what has changed.
Is there anything that you think is, obviously there's some different players. I mean, you guys lost some key seniors last year. You got some obviously, we got Jacob that's come in, and I think he's filled a hole. But, I mean, overall, a lot of the players that have come up are just guys like you and Tyler and everybody else that's kind of worked his way up. I mean, you don't feel like there's a difference with how the teams play maybe between last year and this year?
Well, we have 11 seniors. So
that's big time,
our
right?
last run.
Yeah.
So every time before a game, it's like it's our senior year. So
so sense of urgency right there is a little bit higher.
It's our last run with it. So
no doubt. So when you start looking at basketball for you, are you thinking you're going to want to continue to play when you move to the next level? So talk to us a little bit about what that's going to look like for you. I mean, like I said, you're a senior, you're graduating this year. What is your plans after you graduate high school? Have you thought that through, or are you still kind of thinking that through?
I've been talking to a couple schools. I went on a couple visits, but I'm undecided right now.
Can you give us an idea of a couple of schools that you've talked with?
Central, Simpson.
Both good programs, man.
Baptist
Great schools.
Bible College down in Springfield, Missouri.
Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Loris. Yeah.
Well, the good news is you don't have to make a decision right this second, right? You got to focus on the season on that side, right?
Yeah.
I've got a chance. I know Simpson's got a good program, but I got a chance to tour Central. They've got a great program, nice campus down there. So you're looking at some. Hey, either way you go, man. I think it's going to be awesome. Plus, to get the opportunity to get a chance to watch you play after this is going to be awesome. I'll always be a fan. So, and I'm probably speak for Pat too. It's been awesome watching you play. So, I'm going to have a tough question for you. You ready? So, 2 straight losses. Okay, we got a tough schedule still coming up. 4 big conference games in a row. Right. Those are the ones that count. Those are the ones that we have to go after. Because if we went out conference-wise, we're conference champs. Right. So, what do you think are some of the things that we need to do preparation-wise as we get ready to play Pella Christian on Tuesday?
We just need to re-energize. Like, we have a lot of fuel. We need a lot of fuel after these 2 losses. We had to come in conference game Tuesday. I don't know. We just gotta play harder, less turnovers. We need a good couple days of practice. We're planning on getting some seniors together and talking about it. And that's about it.
All right, man.
I think the big thing is not overreacting to something that is already in the past, but focusing on the future and saying, all right, what do we need to do to get better, and make sure that it's a positive energy, that when everything is in a positive flow, it's like, all right, here's what I need to do. Here's what I need to focus on, and this is what I'm going to do a better job of. And as a team, collectively, we're going to reap the benefits.
Yeah, I mean, we're 11-4. We're still first in the conference. Like, can't be hanging our heads too much.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think that. 100% agree. I mean, obviously, you get losses like this, it's easy to go down the rabbit hole, right? It's so easy to fall down. So it sounds like you guys have got the thought process wrapped around the right way. I mean, we're still looking forward to watching every game that you guys throw down. I mean, we were talking before you came up how we love watching you guys, the energy, how you guys play. You play very similar to the girls as far as style of play. And, there's just too much talent on this team for you guys to start freaking out. Get back to the basics, start thinking about those things. Like you said, a couple good practices, maybe throwing a bowl of ice cream there or something like that, man. You'd be ready to rock and roll, right? So last question I have for you, too, is when you're not playing basketball, or anything, what do you like to do for fun, man? What's Bo Houston do in his spare time when he gets a chance to just hang out and decompress a little bit?
I don't know. It's just a lot of it's basketball, but I'd say just playing pickup football somewhere, that GFL thing we used to do.
You guys got those GFL leagues? Yeah, those Grimes football league you guys pull together? You play the video games like some of the other ones?
I play a lot of video games, Tennis. I like
play some tennis, too? Who do you go play tennis with?
girlfriend, Maddie.
Oh, that's some tennis down there. All right, that's good. All right, so video games. Last thing, what's the video games you like to play? You big 2K guy? You big Madden guy?
I'm a big 2K player, but Fortnite's where it's at.
Fortnite. Still Fortnite, man. It's
I have
unbelievable.
no idea.
How long has that game been out,
It
and
was-
it's still relevant in today's world?
2 years, it was like high level, then it died a little bit, and now everyone's trying to play it again. So
That's crazy how that works, man. It's
I'm a
unbelievable.
Pac-Man guy.
Pac-Man.
Dig dug. You know.
All right,
Again.
so Super Bowl prediction. Who's it going to be? Because this is
I
the
know
weekend, right? NFC Championship, AFC
I
Championship.
know I
Who's
shouldn't
playing
be
it?
saying this as a Steelers fan, but I think the Bengals.
Wow,
I'm
really?
Going Bengals.
That'd
I'm
be
going Joe
awesome.
Burrow.
Well, you know, you guys.
That would be
I guess if it's
amazing.
not going to be the Bengals, be somebody in your division, right?
Yeah.
Who are they going to play on the NFC side?
Probably Rams.
All right,
Yeah.
Bengals, Rams, Super Bowl. You heard it from Bo Houston here first on the stream. It's baller shot caller. Well, hey, man, I just want to close out by saying super proud of you as a student athlete, for everything that you do, for everything that you bring. Super proud of what you've been able to bring to this team, and we're just rooting for you, man. We
Thank
hope
you.
that you guys
Thank you.
finish out, have a great season. We're rooting for you. Whatever decisions you make outside of college, we're going to be there for you. Just know that we love you, and we wish you guys the best of luck as you guys close things out. Pat, anything you want to throw down?
Yeah, thank you for what you do for the not just the Mustangs, but also how you represent the basketball team and yourself and everybody else. I've actually got to be with his mom and dad quite a bit over the last several years in softball and
Oh, yeah,
watching
no doubt.
Olive and things like that. So thank you for what you do. It's tough when you are expected to go to school and expected to practice
sports,
and
practice, yeah.
and all these extra things, and it's hard. It's hard mentally. It's hard physically. It is a challenge, and you've met that. But in the end, when you get done playing over at College or wherever it is that you're going to be, then you'll have the ability to really look back and go, man, I had a great time. So
Yeah, no
last
doubt.
thing, your brother is Cole?
Coop.
Cooper. All right. Who's a better shooter?
Ooh.
I say I am,
Because
but seventh grade.
I'm seeing a lot of things on Twitter or however I get it. I don't know how I'm getting it, but he's lighting
Coop,
it
give
up
you a little
down
run,
deep.
man.
I think I'm the better shooter, but he's got the handles. I didn't have those handles back
Yeah,
in
yeah.
the
All right.
Coop
Now
does
we're
got
gonna
some
find
handles,
out.
man.
We're gonna find out.
Well, between him and Chase Perrin, which is Blake Perrin's brother, coming up too, man.
Chase is good,
Yeah, there's going to be some good, basketball program is going to continue to be relevant. There's no doubt about it. There's no doubt. Well, again, I'm super proud of you, dude. Thank you for all that you do. Thank you for
Thank
being
you.
the guy that you are. Go home, get some rest. I recommend a hot bath. Okay, get yourself some beverage. Make sure mom and dad hook you up with whatever you want to eat tonight. Enjoy
Get some
your day
mac
off
and
tomorrow.
cheese.
The
Put
mac
some
and
ham-
cheese,
put some
Food
ham in that
Depot,
mac and cheese.
Get it done. Take the day off tomorrow, but we'll look forward to seeing you back on the court on Tuesday. All right, man. Thanks, Bobo. All right,
See you
everybody.
later.
That's
You
Bo
bet. Take
Houston.
care.
It was awesome to get a chance to talk with him. We're going to close out the stream tonight. I know it wasn't the win that we were hoping for, but I know these boys are going to come back, and we're looking for a dominating performance against Pella Christian on Tuesday. So everybody out there, enjoy your weekend, Mustang Nation, and we'll see you back on Tuesday.